Hello everybody and welcome back to Topwater Tuesday. I'm Den Haring for Fish Den 365 and today we're going to be talking about the Lucky Craft Gunfish. So the Lucky Craft Gunfish came out after they came out with the Lucky Craft Sammy. The Sammy was the first bait that they had as a topwater walk the dog bait, and it was extremely popular when it came out, caught a lot of fish. And then not too long after, a few years afterwards, they came out with the Gunfish, and this one became just as popular as the Sammy, maybe even more so, at least in certain parts of the country. And so the difference between the Sammy, which I have right here, and the Gunfish is you can see the Gunfish is a narrower profile. It's not as thick, and it has a more subtle action in the water. The other thing is it has a cupped face on it, or a larger cupped nose, and so because of that, this thing actually spits when you jerk your rod tip. So when you're walking the dog with this bait, it's not only walking, but it's also spinning as well, and it's kind of like a cross between a popper and a walk the dog bait. It's a bit of a hybrid that way, and so it makes it for a very attractive and interesting bait to the fish. It comes in some really good colors too. This is a perch pattern, like a ghost perch. Really good in the fall when the bass are feeding on perch. Tough to beat that color. Here is a ghost minnow color. Anytime I'm fishing extremely clear water, this is what I reach for. Here's an aurora blue. This is a good shad alewife pattern. It comes in three sizes. It comes in a 115 millimeter size, a 95 millimeter size, which I had here in my hands, and then a smaller 75 millimeter size. So you have the 95, 75, 115. They're all millimeters in length. The 75 millimeter is another really good bait to throw, especially when they're eating smaller fry. This happens right after the spawn, where there's a lot of small fry in the water. This imitates that better. Also very good in rivers. This bait is another killer in rivers. And if you have a river where you have a shad spawn, come September when those shad fry are coming back down the river, oh man, that's about the exact same size as a lot of those little shad fry. Really good bait to throw then. So when should you fish the Gunfish versus the Sammy? I like the Gunfish when I want a more subtle action. The Sammy being a little bit of a bulkier bait, I think it moves more water when you're walking the dog, and I think the fish can pick up on the vibrations of that easier from a greater distance. But when the fish might be a little shy, if you have real clear days, pressured situations, water that is very calm or flat, or just a slight ripple, I'll reach for the Gunfish because that is the subtler acting lure, and it doesn't give off it gives off less negative cues than the Sammy might in those conditions. And there's a couple of ways I like to fish this bait. One is I sometimes like to throw it out there and retrieve it back extremely fast. So I'm pumping the rod down, I'm jerking that rod tip down towards the water very, very fast. And this, when you do it very quickly, and you have some slack in the line, and you reel up half that slack each time, almost like a half a reel turn in between each time you pump that rod down. This bait's jumping out of the water, it's spitting, and it's going all over the place. It acts very erratic, even though it's kind of subtle in its approach, because it doesn't move a whole lot of water like the Sammy does. That's one way I like to fish it. It looks like a panicking bait fish trying to get away. Sometimes that works real well. The other way I like to fish it, two other ways. One is I'll fish it the way I fish a Sammy, just a cadence of walk the dog, straight back to the boat. Just the same cadence. Want to go this way and then this way. This way, this way. And you want that cadence to be the same on both sides. Each time you're just timing that motion of the rod tip to get that walk the dog action. And then the last way I like to fish it is I'll do 1, 2, 3, stop, 1, 2, stop. And I'll continue to do that cadence. And sometimes that cadence is a killer as well. You just have to let the fish tell you what they want. Usually what I'll do is start with that second one and fish it that way, where I'm just having that straight walk the dog, because I can cover more water faster that way. But if I'm getting short hits, or if they don't seem to quite want that, then I might try and rush that that bait to make it seem like it's getting away. If that doesn't seem to be working, before I put that bait down, I'll try that 1, 2, 3, stop, 1, 2. Sometimes they really crush that. So those are 3 good ways, 3 good retrieves for fishing the Lucky Craft Gunfish. Again, on all my top waters, I like to use Gamakatsu EWGs, so I usually change the hooks out to EWGs on these baits. Smaller 75, I'll use the number 6s, and the larger 95 size, I'll fish the number 4 EWG hook. And I'm not sure if I have any 115s. I had one, and I believe that I lost it, so I can't show you what the 115 is, but it's a little bit bigger. You might be able to get away with even a larger treble hook on that bait. If you haven't fished a gunfish, give it a try. I think you'll find that it's a very good top water lure. Catches a lot of fish. If you like the video, please give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Hit that bell when you do. That'll give you a notification as to when the next video is coming out. Please share with your friends. Let them know that Topwater Tuesday is still going strong. We're going to continue this series for quite a while because we got a lot of topwater lures that we can discuss yet, and we will be. We're certified bassified, and as always, may God bless your fishing endeavors.